Just a quick note before we dive in. This is educational content only. Liberty Trading Club is not a financial advisor. Everything you see here is for learning purposes only. Remember, trading involves risk, and past performance doesn't guarantee future results. So always do your own research and trade wisely.
Good afternoon, everyone. Stretch, Gunter, Stan, Discman D, Jim. I think we look at two directions here on the M and Q. We want to look at longs here on the ES, but we're just sitting right at that. Yeah, I mean, it should have been the name of the game this morning. It should have been long. Yeah, what was I saying? I said 82 earlier, too. No, I said 83, sorry. We may just chop around here the rest of the afternoon. Or swing around here. Between R1 and maybe the pivot. I mean, there was a lot of chop in this area before. Rangy environment. Yeah, definitely a lot of chop in this area before. Taking along. One more time. Hey, I did it with you. I did it with you. Good call. Good call. No matter how long it lasts, let's put some faith in that. We can do it. That'd be fun. Be a fun little afternoon trade. Will it? Will it to R1? Will it? Wait, nobody has tags in here today. What's going on with that? They lost their premier tags. Badges. Yeah, you still have yours. I don't know what happened to everybody else's. Yep. The badge thief. Badge badger. And this is where somebody chimes in and says, we don't need no sneaking badges. We don't need no sneaking badges. All right. If this comes down and gets us, I'm going to be sold on this being a two-way environment here for the MNQ. Yeah, I think I'm going to look at this MNQ two directions here for that account, guys. If you guys want to follow me on that, looks pretty nifty between maybe a little bit lower. So we'll start with a little bit of a short bias here. There you go. Let's just look at it one time. That sets up not horrible. A little bit wider tick space here. Be a little bit more conservative. Let's go at 50. And if we start at the market, that should put us right at the bottom of that range. And that would be pretty happy with that. We can always adjust some of these contracts. We should probably have a couple grouped up in these areas. A couple down here from current price. Take that buy order is probably a good spot to take the buy order. And then that looks pretty good there. I think do a couple down here. And that way we don't get too heavy on those long contracts. And the shorts, I think we're good across the board with the shorts there. Get one here, maybe two up here. Probably want to be a little bit higher, maybe back up here from where it came from this morning. One back at the top of that range, and two right here. There's your structure for this little two-way trading. That should work out pretty well. All right, there's that. Talk you guys through that one. I think we put our stop just a little too tight on that. I got taken out of that on the ES. I think our stop was just a little too tight. Oh, go. Oh, that's not what I'm trying to do. Oh, what's wrong with me? Gee, Christmas. My finger got click happy. All right. Maybe you guys get a little bit of a pullback here to get down on this. Where's everybody at today? I only got a few people in this afternoon. Yeah, all the regulars are gone today. What are you, the Jim? Jim, what are you doing scaring all the regulars off for? It was Michael. No, it's probably Michael. Put some deodorant on, Michael. Scaring the regulars off. Oh, okay, Jim. That's not a bad reason. Yes, because I use a funny name. Okay. A whole lot of none right here, huh? Well, we're getting ready to break out somewhere, one way or the other. How big of a breakout it's going to be, I don't know. I just know it's going to be one. Probably to the upside. You'd think that we have some legs on the upside now. They've tried to push it down a couple times, couldn't do it. Several times actually now. 15-minute chart. Play the tape back a couple times a day. Tried to push it down. Yesterday, trying to get lower, but what are we seeing? Lower, higher highs, higher lows on the higher time frames across the board since the low of on Friday of last week. And then we've got all these areas here. Let's do this. Just draw a little path, make a little highlighted region here. Between here and here, there's some interesting stuff. A little range bound junk in the past. Above that, though, we're going for all-time highs. That's also the low area of the where the gap was before. So we got some range bound pretty big swings up in this area to be expected. So we should see this again. If you're looking at this objectively, you should see it swing back up toward the top of this range that I've got here, somewhere around back where we got earlier this morning. So what we should see, if the charts say that's what should happen, right? Up, up, up. Okay, at least up here, back up to the well, 92, but we've had 82 as a stopping point today. So that's what I'm looking at. Was the original? Yeah, that was what I thought originally should be the case. Let's look on the NQ. So we're here now. We're breaking out. Now we get to the upside here. I'd be happy if it's a slow row up and down the afternoon, though. That'd be fine with me too. So let's do a little region here on the NQ as well, just to make sure we know what we're looking at. So we've been kind of playing ball past couple of days from around here to that lower edge there. So they've tried to push it down 3 times on the NQ as well. So that also says the NQ should get up, and we have a lot of chop back here. So that's bodes well for my 2 directions on the NQ, MNQ. That's a lot of stuff where it just go pass through, but we should pass through it and get back to the upper side of this zone around 726. What's I was thinking would have a good trade off that level earlier this morning. So let's go back here and take a look. Yeah, I mean, over here, even back here, it says that we should get up to that upper level now. Still some chop in the way. Everything says we should get back up to the upper side of that level. I don't have enough. Why is it not downloading my days for me? Right. Yeah. So, wait, are we above this now? You got a little bit of headwind here. Back here around we're at right now, maybe a little bit higher, up to 6. Yeah, somewhere around 660, 25, 660. So we should see it range around there for a little bit. Even here, up there, even up close to that 670 area, 680 maybe. And then if we look back, just see what happened when we were here before, chopping up in this upper half of the level. So that's good to see, chopping around here. But still, every time it's pushed up to this above this area here, it's gone up to the top of the level here. So let's just look back a little bit further. Even on the gap when it first came up here. So there you go, guys. Top of the levels where she go. That's even on the gap for the NQ. So that's even a little bit more confluence there. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. Now I feel like we have a proper plan for the afternoon. I just come down and grab me another little target here. See if we can find ourselves a long trade. This ES come back down. I think I'll try to get into a long on the tick century with the ES here. 3 contracts. Let me see what that looks like. 12 tick space. It put me where I wanted the buy order to come from anyway. So I'm gonna try to get long with tick century on this. I'm gonna have a hard stop down here at the bottom of the zone. If it doesn't give me another contract, I don't care. You would probably want another contract back here around like 70, 78, 78, 50. There you go. Pull this target away in case it doesn't go, in case it does go. And M and Q come down and get me another little contract here. And I'm going to reset my grid to a, there we go. Look at that. Do what I'm asking for. That's perfect. Go on down there. Go on, go and get my contract. Go on. Here, let's put this up. I'm not going to go deeper than 1 now on the sell orders. Like for it to go down here and get me flat on this. Yeah, I think we want to be flat here. And then we'll look for the buy order here. Let's see here. I'm going to turn this off, take a little bit of money on that. I think around here is where we should see the buy order, so I don't want to be deeper on the sell orders here. Should be about the time. This should be about it. I'll try to look for this one. I'm going to try to look for this with long bias. You get the turn now. If you're looking, draw the box around it like we've been doing, guys. Beep, 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 beep. Break out of, say, 79 is your long. Same on the NQ. When it breaks out of here, take the long. If it doesn't, don't do it. especially if you get something that comes with a rejection wick on this candle. If you get something that comes with a rejection wick and this engulfs this little structure, if that happens, then you're good. If this happens, then you're no bueno. Let's see. I'm happy with it. Again, my plan was to be okay getting 3 contracts deep on this, so I would be fine back here being a 3rd contract deep. Let's see. Give it a second. Let's just see. There's no rush. Made 125 on that 2-direction play, or 130 on that 2-direction play on one of the evals, and what was it, 40 something on the other one in just a few minutes. So that's $200 pretty quick. We're not one tick without me. Going to go one tick without me on that one long. You're about to get it, guys. This long's going to play out. Got a little scared. Didn't want to get in that situation where I hit that push down like I did this morning. I was just remembering that and that started up here. So I was just kind of weirded out about that. We got to stay back up here. I'm going to go back long buys again on the M&Q. If you guys are following, anybody follow me on the M&Q plays? Anybody doing that? Following along on the M&Q still? I think, wasn't it, Jim was doing pretty good with it, I think. I thought Tom was doing it too. I just can't remember. 106. Okay, good. You've been doing that well. You've been doing that pretty well. You've been pretty consistent with that, right, Jim? Following my calls on the M&Q, getting some stuff out of it. Overall profitable with it, though, right? There you go. Not a bad tool for you to have. Many reasons why it works well for you on your end. I think, Jim. Keeps you from having to be perfect on your decisions, you know? I think that's a good thing for you. Yeah, or when it's super high. When you're really slow like we are right now. Well, I guess ATR is high, but just the interval volatility moments. I do have this as a negative 500, so I can't get any deeper on contracts here. I just got to turn on this. Negative 500 is a max loss it'll take. I should have waited for a little bit more of a pullback on that. Oh well. Yeah. Well, you know, one of the things I like about it for you, Jim, is you don't have to worry about being in early or late. You can just, because you're good at levels, you can always just do what I've been doing, put the contracts at the levels you want to add at, you know, and keep it micros. And if you make $35, great. If it comes back to the level you want it and you make 135, even better. Who cares? I think you probably like it that way too. A lot less stressful for you. Get one contract in and then add back on levels. Yeah, that's a good way to get things rolling right for you. There's a W Foreman. I got to take a look at this on a different account on the EF. Just about to say that. Got to do that. Different count. Look for that long. If I get a candle up here, I'm gonna take the long. Give it just a second. Or if that ends with a wick, it looks like it's gonna go without me. I like it. It looks good. It's where we want to take it from. Yeah, whatever. I'm taking it. I just got it all on the pullback of the candle. All right, there's one ES long. There's another manual one with two contracts off. Anybody getting a piece of these longs? Anybody called out there? Target's off, guys. Good job, Stan. Steven, you getting some of this? Where's my new people at? New people. Yes, good job, Steven. I'm gonna go up a couple ticks. I'm gonna stop on my manual entry to 76 and leave it there until it keeps going. And then I just gotta get a target taken on this other one, put a stop in. As a matter of fact, I'll turn that off. Assuming that I'm gonna get that target there. There it goes. Come on, go on. We go 2 more ticks up under this last little stop here at 76.50. Just lock in a couple more ticks. Stay a tick behind that. All right, I'll leave my stop there until it moves on for me, and start back thinking about this long process on this NQ here. If the ES can push up here, I'm going to put that back on long. What is it? It's only 153. Mm-hmm. Where's D Nice to talk the Meta market nicely to it for us? Well, that original 2-direction play on the M and Q was the way to go. Should have just stayed in that puppy. Oh well. 7-point ATM. I think that probably really depends on your entries, though, Stan. You know, if you're laser focused on the entry, 7 is 5 points, or you could take a 10-point target and a 5-point stop. Like this entry, theoretically, way better on my ES than the scaling in entry. And there's no reason I should have this top target because at that point I'm trying to stop. I'm gonna let the ES decide what I'm gonna do with the M and Q guys. I do want to run it one more time, but I'm just gonna be patient here. I think we're gonna go with the long bias. The NQ. Okay, gotcha. Slowly getting there. What's that? I'm still waiting a little bit. Go tick higher. Go a tick higher. We'll be going off to the races. Next candle, tick higher. Let's go. There we go. There we go. All right, it's going up now. It should be. Now let's look and see our play here on the M and Q again. Is the long play to get up here and let it chop around up here would be the idea. Get long up to I still like that 2-direction play all the way up there. That's a nice little look there, guys. Start with one long here. Just like for it to say above the pivot. Let's just give it a minute longer. I like that 2-direction thought process. Let's give it a little bit longer here. Oh, well, it looks like our thought process on that 2-direction M and Q play is going to be the way to do it. And Grace is here. That's not fair. And Grace is here. Well, that was a good long idea. I don't like having my stop back here either, but it's just what it is. I've got mine up at my manual entry. Mine's at 76.50 on the scale in here. 74, 75. Just don't have a better stop. I'd still have a better stop for that one. If I got a target off, I'd have a better stop. Still trying to convince myself that this two-way play on the M&Q is good. It doesn't look bad, though. I mean, I really do like it. Start that with like a little bit of a long bias here. Yeah, I'm going to run that grid again. I'm going to do 50 tick space, maybe a max of 7 orders. Get that with a long bias here. Slight long bias. And then I'm going to just make sure my orders are stacked in the spots I want them here. They probably want to see a couple again way down here. We don't want to get too heavy on the orders. Way down here with a couple of these guys. Probably in this area, maybe if we wanted to be long there, a little bit higher. And then actually probably like to get a couple up here. It's going to try to grab me before I can get to it. I wouldn't want to see a sell order until maybe here. Yeah. And then I probably want another one back up here. And then as deep as I want to be is probably like here. So we'll move a couple contracts way out of the way like we did the buy side of things. There you go. About as good as we can do it. About as good as we can do it. I might keep the long bias too on this instead of going 2 directions. Okay, thanks guys. Got to go. All right, Stan. Have a good one, bud. See ya. Hopefully this will get pushed up here and give me some profits here in a second. There we go. Yeah, flat on that one. Flat on that one. Maybe I'll stay in the game on the next one. Good long one on that one. Should be able to turn around here in just a second. Chopping around. Well, I thought I was going to break out a few minutes ago when it was cooling up. Now it looks like it's doing the same thing. Hearing something in the background. What's that? Oh, oh yeah, you're playing that one in micros, right? I mean, there is a possibility they completely sell from up here again, but I mean, the selling really came from, I guess, back here and back here earlier this morning. So there is that chance. You've had a couple just stop runs. There's a slight chance that we get a stop run here. What's that? You, you got you. Then I'm flat too. Yep. I need to be flat. Put that still stop in. Yep. That's all right. That happens sometimes. It was a good entry though. I mean, on the manual entry, it was good. We had a couple runs to the south side on this. But I mean, in all reality, there's plenty of to the upside. I like this where these other three contracts are, or two to get 5 deep on the long here, right at that pivot. I like that a lot. Again, there's been some pretty decent buying out of this area, so a pure rundown is highly unlikely this time of day, especially. So there's a long. I'm gonna look at this long. I was just about to say I'm gonna look at this long right now. I just put myself into it. Talk myself into that. Plenty green. I had that one. That's my first ES loss today. Is on that scale in trade. Maybe get a little candle with a wick here. You can buy on. Nope. I had to do it though. I just had to. It was just in the plan for me. That's my level though. 74 has been my level for a while. One target off. Dude, about to be 2 targets off. There's that NQ working out for us there, pretty handily. 2 targets off. Yeah, 2 targets off. I'm trying to manage another trade on the screen too. Here's this one. 2 targets off. Anybody else do that long with us? Any guys out there do this long? It was kind of a no-brainer along on that one. That was pretty nice setup. I had to do that one. I'm trying to figure out if I'm trying to get one long here on the MNQ. I think I'm gonna go back a little bit further on that entry. Could not get 3 heavy that fast. Do have this. All right, give me 1 second. Hang on. And for those of you out there on the interwebs, welcome to Liberty Trading Club. Thank you for watching our afternoon session here, our afternoon trade session here in Premier Clubhouse. Do me a favor, if you like what you see and you get good trade advice from us, go to libertytradingclub.com, sign up for a 7-day free trial. We're happy to help you out. We have some good coaches that are really not salespeople trying to help you point you in your direction. We do have some tools. You see a tick entry tool in use here, some auto entry tools, and you see our zones live in the blue and gold background around these areas. So those are good tools for you to have if you're on NinjaTrader. If you're not on NinjaTrader, you can get our live zones on Telegram. We do have a huge discount through Bullinox and some partner offers for you guys to get some trading tools, including affordable indicators, which is awesome. Great place. Trade copier from there we use. And then we have Elite Room on Tuesdays. We do class in. A lot of activities. This is our premier Clubhouse this afternoon. Welcome to join us. You get to use all of our tools during your 7-day free trial. Plus, you get this entire video library of recordings for classes to go through and actually learn some stuff. So we're here to help you. Check out our calendar. We do stuff all the time. Please like, subscribe, and share. How about this? Share this. Share this with people. Share it with people. There's plenty of stuff out there for people in the markets. Thank you. Welcome to Liberty Trading Club.
Note before we dive in. This is educational content only. Liberty Trading Club is not a financial advisor. Everything you see here is for learning purposes only. Remember, trading involves risk, and past performance doesn't guarantee future results. So always do your own research and trade wisely. Hey there, just a quick note.